I spent months fixing a problem in my trading bot that in hindsight was never actually there. I was completely obsessed with the idea of achieving technical perfection. I was rounding off numbers, cleaning up parameters, and constantly tweaking tiny settings to make the bot feel safer for live trading. I kept telling myself I was being thorough and disciplined, like a high-level institutional quant. But the truth is, I was just fixing thin air. I was essentially reorganizing the deck chairs on a ship that wasn't even sinking. Same goal, opposite answer. That's what we're getting into today. It's a real lesson in technical nuance. Let's dive in. Today, I'm covering Gate 3 in my validation series, normalisation. This is a crucial step that many traders either skip entirely or, like I did for a long time, perform at the completely wrong time in their workflow. We're going to look at what it actually is, why I did it way too early in my career, and why it turns out one platform genuinely needs it while another doesn't need it at all. If you haven't seen the Monte Carlo video yet, that's Gate 4. The link is in the description below. But this one stands completely on its own as a core lesson in building robust systems, so definitely stick around. Understanding this can save you weeks of wasted work. So what is normalization actually? In the context of algorithmic trading, it's really about simplifying the core logic of your strategy. When EA Studio's optimizer finds a strategy it likes, it often lands on very exact, often arbitrary numbers. You'll see a stop loss of 54.3 or a take profit of 87.1. Maybe there's some obscure indicator setting buried 3 decimal places deep. It sounds precise, doesn't it? Like the system really knows what it's doing. But it doesn't. Those exact numbers are usually just noise the optimizer latched onto during one specific run on one specific slice of historical data. It's an accident of that data, not a real edge. Normalization is the cleanup crew. It nudges those numbers back toward rounder, more sensible values. Think of it as defitting the fit. Here's exactly where I went wrong with this in the past. I was normalizing my bots while they were still mid-forward test. I was only weeks into a process that genuinely needed several months to mean anything statistically significant. I was rounding off parameters before I even knew if the bot had a real edge worth protecting in the first place. Imagine polishing the furniture in a house while the foundation is still being poured and the cement is still wet. It felt productive at the time. It felt like I was doing my due diligence. But in reality, it was just me interfering with data I hadn't earned the right to touch yet. I was introducing my own bias into an objective test. That's a mistake I see far too many people make. Here's what really made me stop and think though. I run a completely separate development pipeline in StrategyQuant X. Same end goal, robust trading bots that survive live markets and adapt to changing conditions. But here's the kicker. There is no normalization step anywhere in that process. None. Never has been. So I sat with that for a while. And I was genuinely confused. Was StrategyQuant missing something important that EA Studio had figured out? Or, and this is the bit that actually mattered, was I solving a problem in EA Studio that StrategyQuant never even had to begin with? It forced me to look deeper at the underlying engines of both platforms. It was a breakthrough moment for me. Turns out it's the second one. Once you see it, it's completely obvious. EA Studio's optimizer converges on one precise answer per run. Stop loss 54, not a range. One single number it decided was best for that specific slice of history. StrategyQuant builds across ranges from the very start. Stop loss anywhere from 15 to 200. It's tested across 5 separate segments and multiple generations. It's never converging on one magic number to begin with. It's proving the strategy holds up across an entire spread of values under different conditions from day one. So here's the actual rule. Any optimizer that curve fits down to one exact value needs a defitting step afterward. Any optimizer that tests across ranges from the start doesn't need that step. It's already been done for you. So here's the actual rule I follow now, and it's saved me a lot of headache. If you're on EA Studio, normalize after walk-forward optimization, never before it, and never ever mid-forward test. Let the bot prove it actually has an edge first. Then, and only then, clean up how it holds onto that edge. If you're building in StrategyQuant instead, skip this step entirely. Don't go looking for it. Your range-based build is already doing that job for you quietly in the background. It's a more efficient way to build, but it requires a different mindset. Once you understand the engine you're using, the workflow becomes clear. If you're into honest process breakdowns, including the mistakes, especially the mistakes, hit subscribe. I'm here to share the reality of algorithmic trading, not just the hype. No perfect track record here, just what actually works, and occasionally what very much didn't. Join the community and let's build better bots together. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. I've put together a full validation framework covering all 5 gates in one free checklist. The link is in the description below. Want a deeper dive? It's all in the Algo Trader's Blueprint, also linked below. I highly recommend checking it out if you're serious about this. Next up, Monte Carlo, the test that decides whether your bot survives 1,000 alternate versions of its own history. It's the ultimate test of robustness before going live. Stay beyond backtests. See you in the next one.